Okay, good. So we are talking today about Booge, and I'm going to do some basics on how to edit your web page and everything. If you guys have any questions, stop me in the meantime, just because this is a little bit casual. Now, everything I'm going through, really, I want to mention that you guys could go into, so once you log into remax.net, if you look for this Remax University app, there are tons of short videos, tons of short clips, so it's not some long, here's how to set everything up. But if it's as simple as, I need to set up my domain, there's a video on domains. And if you just come over to this left-hand side and you look for this Booge button, they have overview videos, they have specific to the website. If you want to get into contacts, adding your contacts, using the email builder, that's all in there. So, you know, feel free to look at that. I am having a class, let me look here, I think I bumped it, on the 15th. Let me go back. On the 22nd on contacts and campaigns, and that might not be right. I'm gonna let you guys know. It is, I believe it is the 22nd. So I'm doing contacts and campaigns that day. So that's more adding contacts, notes you can put in with your contacts, adding tasks to remember to follow up with your contacts, as well as how to send an email campaign to a big list. So maybe you want to send a newsletter. There are some newsletters pre-made in there that you just have to have a list and you can press send. So we'll go into that on that date and I'll send reminders for that. But today we're going to focus on your website and some of the website basics. I think all of you have at least been in your website and published it. Yes, yeah, you all have a published website, so that's a great start. So I'm just going to show you some other basics on things you can do in there. So again, you have to log into remax.net. If you don't see the Booge button up here on this top apps, you can click View All, and it will show you all the different button apps that you can go into, and we're going to be looking at this red Booge one. So we're in our oh, you know what? I got to get out of mine because it is not going to work from an office standpoint. Let's go in. I think April will be easy to use. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to go into Booge. Okay, we're in April's. Okay, great. So you'll see this website button up here, and that's where we're going to click and go to our dashboard. When you guys are on your dashboard, you should see something that says your website is published and available at, and it's going to give you that info. I do want to add, because I know Kathy's on here, but just in case anyone else watches this, if you have a team, you will have up here where it says Agent April, you should be able to click that and change to a team website as well. And so teams do have both websites, a team website as well as your website. So if you need help with that, let me know. And there is a part where you can edit your team bio, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But let's get through the general, the layout and everything. So first off, you'll see something about current homepage, agent social layout. Some of you may have modern. One thing I want you to know is if you decide to change your layout, do it from the get-go, and that is because if you start creating blocks with information in them, if you set them all up, anytime you change your layout of your page, it will take those blocks away. And so you want to start with whatever you want. Now, I recommend going with, the social layout has some issues now. So I really recommend going with, hold on, the modern layout. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Modern or search. And the reason I say those, although we don't get a great understanding of all the differences of these from these little photos. Can you guys see these photos on my screen? Okay, so even though we can't get a great understanding, you can see right here that there is a big picture and the search toolbar is in the middle of the picture. And then on this one, the social, the search is at the bottom. And to me, I really want, and granted, no matter what, they'll see that search toolbar, but I kind of like it in the middle of that picture because the biggest thing you want people doing when they go to your website is searching for homes. As much as I'm going to show you that you can add to your front page and do with your front page, I don't know that that matters if they're not searching on your website for a home, because that is the goal of a real estate website. Yes, you want to get them to get to know you as an agent, but half the time people are just going here and starting a home search. So that is why I like the modern or search layout, but the social layout is fine too. That is what April has right now. And so what I'm going to click is edit agent social layout. And when I do this, what we are editing, let me show you. Once it gets there, is the entire front page. We're not adding photos, we're not adding pages, we're not doing anything like that, but I will show you a little bit of that. I love this because because of the dog, April's a big dog fan. But anyway, so you can change this photo and you can see, even though her search toolbar is in the middle of the photo, it's very easy to see. So again, we're able to edit this header. I will talk to you about if you want to edit your bio here. She's added her reviews from Zillow. You can feature listings, and then there's a few other things. Her stay connected, we might have to reset that up, but that's what I can show you how to do. We can put in videos. And then really important, I think that every front page should have a contact me page. Now, the other part of this that we can do, I know Stacy and I have discussed it, and Stacy, I do need to still help you do this. Maybe you want to add your sold listings on there. I can show you a method that we can do that. You do have to do it manually, but there are little other things that we can add to this. So let's go in. I'm going to edit agent social layout. And here you can see at the top, it says header image slideshow with search. So all of these blocks right here correspond to what we see on the right hand side over here. Okay, so this is the bio. You see bio, Zillow reviews, and so on. So they all correspond to that. So she has a slideshow image with slideshow with search. So if you look, if I go like this, she has a few other photos in there. And if you simply just want to edit that top photo, especially if you never have, because some of the top photos, I know one of the defaults is a big blue computer screen with Remax, which is cool, but at the same time, it says something about like searching homes in Denver. We don't want that on there. And then another one is a funny photo of a family on a couch. So if you want to edit that, you're going to click the pencil. So any of these blocks with, and I will say with exception to the bio, which we'll get to in a few minutes, if you want to edit blocks that are already on here, you'll be clicking the pencil. Okay. Does anybody have questions so far? I know I'm going kind of quick. Okay. So if you click the pencil, it allows you to edit the inside of the block. Now here are the photos April currently has on her website. If for some reason she wanted this kitchen to show up first, it's a very easy click and drag. You can see where she can have that one show up first. If she doesn't like a photo, she can trash the photo. If she wants to add a photo, we just click add item, and you can see it says click to choose image. There's already an image library built into Remax, so we don't have to upload photos. However, if you want to upload a custom photo, which that's a great idea too, you can choose a photo from here and upload it from your desktop. Actually, a really good example of that, let me see if Sandra Rangel, I don't know if it's .com. Let me Yeah, so Sandra, you can see she uploaded a photo of her team, which is a great option if you don't want that photo just to be a generic Remax one. So just so you can see, there's another option. All right, back in here. Now, there are tons of photos in here. You can see 17 pages. You can choose a photo. You can also go under name and search something like, I like to do like interior or home or something like that. And you can see there are tons of photos. They've actually, it looks like they've added some more because I don't remember seeing this pretty living room or this condo apartment home. So there's tons of photos you can check. And all you would do is click one, click the insert button. You do have to do a description such as dining room. Now I will say for some of you might be familiar with SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's how people find your website. You can be a little bit more creative with this, and if you put something like April Rosado Remax San Antonio, no one's going to see the image description if it says image description, and that helps with people finding if they ever searched April Rosado Remax San Antonio or North San Antonio. It helps by having that there. So that's one thing to note. But you can also, but I do think it's important to have the word that actually describes the image on there as well. Because Google will say, well, that's not a photo of April. That looks like a photo of a home, not a person. So you might still want to include those words. So there, we put that in there. We can move it. And then kind of weird, there isn't a save button. So you either exit, or if you want to keep editing, you go back. So I'm going to go back to this. Any questions with that simple part of it? And really, if you guys edit that top part, that is just one simple thing you can do to make your website be a little bit different from all the Remax agents out there who never even bothered to go in and edit their website. So if you do that, your website will at least look different than other people's. So the bio option, let me just go over this a little quickly here. This is the one place where you cannot click the pencil and edit the bio inside of Boosh. Your bio, I'm gonna go back here into Remax.net. When you log into Remax.net, if you click your head and click update profile, you will have all of this info, and under personal details, I believe it is, am I guessing right? Yes, you will have a personal bio. And so that bio is being pulled from there. So if you want to put your bio, edit your bio, you need to go into here, because not only is this bio put on your Boosh website, it's also put in the referral section where other Remax agents can look you up and find you. And I will say I'm going through some of this stuff pretty quickly, but I'm going to send out a PDF that kind of walks through everything you can do to your website. So that might help you to go through and remember where you're going and how to edit it. The one other thing I want to mention is under professional details. If you look at April's website, you can see she has the designations ABR, CNE, MilRes. She has her specialties as relocation, new home, and military, and English as her language. If you want to change these, this is the other piece that you need to go into this profile, click professional details, and you add these in here, specialties, designations. This is also where you can put in some service areas and all that, but these are the things you want to do. Some of you may see on your profile other or residential other, and it defaults to that. So this is where in specialties that you can go in and change it. Okay. And I believe, I'm about 99% sure, this is for Kathy, that under here, you will also see a thing that says team details in your profile, and that's where you can actually edit your team bio. So because I looked at Sandra's the other day, and that is where you can go in and update a bio for the team, and you can even upload a photo for the team, so it doesn't have to be the same photo. Okay, so that is that bio option. Now there are a couple options for adding reviews because a lot of agents want to have their reviews on here. This option, Zillow, if I click the pencil, I can see that April has April Rosado 1 in here, and you can see it's bringing in her reviews from Zillow. So how did she get that? We go to Zillow. If you know how to log into your Zillow, that's great. If you're like, oh, I have to remember my Zillow password. No, you don't have to remember your Zillow password. You can actually just click, type in your name. Actually, let's put in San Antonio. Oh, there, she came right up. So if I click on April's profile, what I'm looking for is, if you look at the very top of the screen where the www goes in, you will see Zillow.com/profile/April-Rosado1. Some of you, maybe Kathy has Kathy Cole, and so on. If you don't have a Zillow profile set up, see me, we can do that. However, I do want to note, if you guys have a dash in your Zillow profile, for some reason the coding on Bouge is a space. So just so you know. But again, you know, if it was Peppa Thomas, it's Peppa Thomas in here, or, you know, maybe the Right Choice Group. It just depends on what it is. And because you put that in, it brings in those reviews. Let me go back. Now, if you don't see a Zillow review block down here, how would you add it? Well, April has that one, but what she doesn't have is a manual review block. So if you don't have reviews on Zillow, but you have reviews on Facebook, or maybe you have people emailed you a review, or they put it on realtor.com, this is your other option for reviews. You can go click add block. And again, if you want to add the Zillow one, you can just scroll down here and find there's the Zillow review block. You would click that one. But if you don't feel like scrolling, you can type review. And there you see testimonials, agent reviews. Let me just put review. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to click on testimonials, and it says my reviews, and I can save that. Now, because I saved that, it's going to be at the end, bottom of here. Now, she doesn't have any reviews in her Bouge yet, so you don't see anything, but if she added reviews, you would see that block below the contact form. Here, if you don't like where this is, you can click and drag it again, maybe below the Zillow review block. And then the other thing I want to caution you is sometimes when you add these, they come out as gray right here. You see how I just clicked on that and turned it red? Or it might be red. In order to show, it does need to be green. So if you add this stuff and then you go look at your website and it's not in there, double check that this is green, because it needs to be that to show. Now, where do we add? You can see the pencil. All I'm doing is editing the title. But how do we add reviews? This is going to be another place where I get out of here for a minute. So I'm actually going to click exit in the right hand corner. And this is a really good one if you guys don't want to, if you guys get a little lost here, this is a really great one that you can go on Remax University and search for adding reviews to Bouge or Bouge reviews, and they'll actually have a little video that walks you through these steps again. So what you would do is back in Bouge, we're going to click website, and there's the testimonials button. And it's really simple. All you would do is click add testimonial, put the author, put the testimonial. You can even put stars. And then you would add, and it would add those in so you can see them on your website. I have a couple tips for these. One of them is maybe you don't want to include your buyer or seller's names. A really easy thing might be to do home buyer in Helotes. And the nice thing about that is you're adding keywords when people search for home buying in Helotes or Helotes homes, or maybe new construction Alamo Ranch. So you don't have to put their name as the author. You can just copy and paste their testimonial and then add in some keywords there. So that is how you add those manual testimonials. Does anyone have questions about those? Again, they can come from anywhere. So if you just happen to get a nice note from a client, copy that and put it in. It's a really easy way to have testimonials. I'm going to go back to the website and dashboard. Go back to edit my agent's social layout. She doesn't need this block, so I'm actually going to trash it. If you don't want a block, you don't have to have a block. Now here is this listings grid. You know, I'm going to skip that one and come back to it in just a second. Social media. So there is a social media block. It default, I'm not sure why it wasn't showing up on her page a minute ago, but it defaults to Remax. If you don't want Remax in here, you do have to click this button. You want to put in your Facebook URL and display on feed. If you have any others, a YouTube, LinkedIn is not currently showing, but you can put it in. Pinterest, Instagram, etc. You just would turn them on, and you can see I just turned this on and it automatically put in the Remax one. Maybe I'll just save that one for now. And so what that does is it adds that in there on her page. Okay, so that's the social part of it. The call to actions, right now, these you cannot edit, but we will eventually be able to make our own custom call to actions. So right now it's an about me and a, accounts benefits, and it's just trying to get people to interact with your site. Maybe you don't like these call to actions, you can just turn them off or delete it. But eventually I kind of like this because there might be a button there that says, click here for a home evaluation, or sign up for my newsletter, or something like that, something that gets them to interact with your page. And then finally, we have this video before the contact form, actually not finally. The video, right now it's a Remax funny video asking questions like myths about buying homes or something, but you can create a custom video in here, upload it to YouTube. It does have to be on YouTube. And then what you do is under video, you click the pencil and you paste the YouTube link. One thing I want to tell you all right now, if you don't have a YouTube channel and you don't want to go through setting it all up, let me know and I can make you a video and put it on our YouTube channel and send it to the link to you and walk you through adding it. And the easiest way, you go to my account, the easiest way to make a video right now, if you guys go to remaxhustle.com, they have those very simple custom videos. And I can make you one. I don't mind doing it. I'll just make you one. But if you want to do more of them, there's tons of great videos on here that you can add. You do have to, though, create the video, download it, and put it on YouTube. So if you don't have YouTube, I've been uploading some agents to our YouTube channel and then just sending them to the link to put in there. The other one other thing I want to suggest, especially to those who have listings, on our YouTube channel, you can just go up here and search for Remax North San Antonio. You'll see us. And on our YouTube channel, every single listing that we have is under this Remax listing playlist. And so, this beautiful residence. Whoops, let me pause it. So if you have a listing and you'd rather feature a listing on that front page, you can either come here and find it or search for it. So let me look, 109. If I search for 10931 Wine Cup Field, this comes up really well. All of our listings do. There you go. There it is. And all I would have to do is copy this link right here, go back to my Booge and paste it, and it becomes that video. So if you guys have a listing, you can add a listing. Now I will tell you, if your listing is sold, every single time you sell that listing, you're going to want to come back on here because that video is removed from YouTube and you'll want to put on a new video, or else it will just have a big gray play button on there. There will be no video. Okay. I hope I got that out of there. Darn it. I didn't get it out of there. I didn't click save changes. Maybe it won't go back to that. Let's see. Did I save it? Oh, shoot. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Don't tell April her website's promoting Leslie's listing. I don't think she'll mind too much. I did it anyway. I'll fix it in a minute. Okay. So next you see this contact form. This is where I always think there should be a contact form just in case someone's just looking for a quick way to send you a message. These do go right to you. You can write in here, send me a message, contact me today, however you want to contact April Rosado, contact Kathy Cole. You could put that in there. Contact the Cole Realty Group in that title, and that's a way to send it on. Okay. So those are the blocks that April currently has on. I'm going to get to the listings grid in a minute, but let's say you want to add a different block. If I click add blocks, you can see there are tons of other blocks in here. You can add a video gallery, which has multiple videos. You can do related pages is actually a button where this is a good one if you wanted to click on related pages. Oh no. So you would have to create a page and then it actually links to that related page. So we're not going to do that one. Let me see. Listing carousel, custom listings. There's a bunch of different ones in here. Blog, there's a blog block. The other thing that I've mentioned to agents is this image plus, and if you just want to add text, you can just add text or text and an image. Maybe you just have an image of something you want to show and add some text to the right-hand side of it. This image plus text gallery, this is what I've mentioned to some of you before, where if you add that block to your front page, this is how you could do your sold listings. So if I click to choose an image, I can choose a file. I would upload a picture of my listing. So let's say this was my listing, one of my sold images. I'd click insert, and now I can say sold in Helotes, sold in 5 days, 10K over asking price. You know, you can say the address if you want or something nice, or maybe you just want to type in, maybe you have a testimonial from your seller. You could put that in there, something like that. And then you save. And so that's one image. And then you can add an item. Click to choose an image. Choose a file again. These are all of the Garza's home for sale. And then new construction buyer in, you know, new construction you can probably take the photo of, whereas if it was, I will remind you that if it's your buyer, please go take your own photo. Don't take the photo off the MLS. But if it's your seller, you can use your photos. If it's new construction, go take a photo of the new construction home, right? Or maybe have a photo of that family with a sold sign in front of the home, whether it's a buyer or new construction buyer. New construction in Alamo Ranch. So helped couple build, and maybe you put the specs on it, build this, or help couple with the purchase of this D.R. Horton home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, what a great property, blah, 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 blah. And plus, it's nice to have those keywords in there when you say D.R. Horton, Alamo Ranch, the specific community, the specific builder, the specific street. So as you add those in, now you're creating this slideshow of your sold homes. When I go back, even though right now it's all the way at the bottom, I maybe want to put it below my Zillow. Whoops, did I just, oh, I did my contact form. There we go. So now there it is, right below my Zillow would be my sold homes. So that's one custom thing you can add to your page. Do you guys have questions about that? I'm going to remove it. Now, you do have to manually do it. And I will say I have had some questions about on Zillow that sold properties are not popping up, or realtor.com, because you can actually see your solds on those profiles. This is just a quick other tip. Make sure your email on Zillow is the same email that you're using on Sabre. And then I believe in Zillow, you have to go in and claim. You have to go in and search for the property you sold and then add it to your profile. It doesn't just automatically pop up. So make sure if you want those to pop up, you can. Okay, so I'm going to go into, and this, I want you guys to know, right now I am showing you how to do all of your front page, really. And there are so many other pages you can add on. I'm going to touch briefly on that, but all of these blocks are things you can add to other pages. So think about it that way. If you are going to create a page talking about relocation that is on your website, maybe you add that image gallery block, and it's the steps to relocating, or fun stuff to do in San Antonio when you move here, or reasons to move to San Antonio. And then in that image block, you have different photos of fun stuff to do and descriptions, and they page through because these people are relocating. They want to know more about San Antonio. Or maybe it's a new construction page, and you talk to some of the builders, hey, can I feature your new construction, your community on my website? And then you feature a few properties in that image gallery, and they can page through them. And even on that page, you can have a whole search just on new construction. I'm going to kind of show you how to do that in just a minute. But please remember that all of this, I know it's a lot to take in an hour. So make a time, sit with me if you really want to go through some of this and need some extra hands-on help. So finally, our listings grid. I'm going to caution you, the listings grid right now on the RE/MAX websites has been kind of frustrating for me because it keeps changing the layout. Let me see if I can show you an example. Okay, so hers is like this. This is the way I like the listings. However, for some reason, I'm having a hard time pulling up that carousel listings grid when we change it to a different website layout. And so a lot of the listings are coming up and they look like this on your website. So instead of seeing a bunch of listings, which you can scroll through, you're seeing one listing at a time that you can scroll through. So I just want to caution you on that if you're trying to mess with this. So here's what happens. You should already have a listings grid on this list. If you don't, you would click Add Block, click Listings, and now you can see you can either do featured listings or listing carousel. This is what featured listings look like. For some reason, some of the layouts, we're having a hard time finding that listings carousel block, and I'm not sure why, or it's just coming up different. So if you can't find it, let me know, although Bouge already knows and they're trying to fix that. So if you click it, hold on one second, there's my block. And if you look, it says these are your top 6 listings ordered by the most recent. I'm going to go back and delete that from her page because she already has a block. So if you have 6 listings, that's great, right? Because this listings grid is going to show 6 of your listings. But I can already tell you that this right here is April's listing. This is not her listing, and this is not her listing because she doesn't have 6 listings. So how do we make sure we have other listings featured on our front page? Here's what we do. I'm going to exit. And you can do this before you go in to edit your website. Under website, I'm going to go to my website settings. And here you can see fallback listings. If there are not enough listings to fill my listing block, supply additional listings from. They give you the option from my office or my brand. I'm asking you not to check my brand and to keep it to my office, because I'm not sure why they included that option. Maybe some states, the RE/MAX offices are a little bit more lenient, but I know that there are RE/MAX offices out there that will be like, I mean, technically you can find all listings on your website, but to do featured, I'm not sure that all RE/MAX offices would be happy that we're featuring them and their listings when it's their listing. So do my office, our agents are happy, and we have plenty of great listings for you to feature on the front of your page. So if you have that checked, I believe there's gonna, once you check it, there's something that says update. And then when you go back into your website dashboard and you look, you'll not only have your listing, but the other listings, whether it looks like this or whether it looks like this, okay? Oops, getting a little away from myself. Okay, so that's the front page. Oh, and let me add one more thing, because this kind of comes into, if you guys wanna create a page, let's say you wanna create a new construction page, or you wanna create listings in Alamo Ranch, or farm and land, or rentals even. I think you can. Anyway, not that you want to, but if you want to create a separate page, there is something you can do. And some of the agents, I believe Ron Mersinger has it on his, some of the agents have this on their front page. So this is a feature you can do, whether it's on a separate page or a front page. I sure hope this, oh good, it goes to his website. So here you can see, instead of featured listings right now, Ron has new construction homes for sale. So how do we do that on the front of our page, or when we go and build a page? We can add a block, type listings, and click custom listings. Oh, that didn't work, hold on. Delete. Not custom listings. Listings, I think it might be featured. Let's look. Nope, that's not it either. Where did it go? Sorry guys, don't add featured or custom if you want to do this. Add a block, maybe it's search. There we go, I'm sorry, let's back up. You're gonna add a block and click saved search. Now, what can you do with this? This is kind of cool. So there's featured listings. Ron has new construction. How did he do that? New construction. It's change the title first off. See this additional filters? You can come here and you can say year built, no minimum. Let's do 2019. Oh. Then we can do listings new to site. You can either have ones that were just listed today. There's just 2. Listed in the past 7 days, 30 days, should update. There we go. So there's the past 30 days. You could also, you can see all these other options. Maybe we don't want rentals, we don't want farmland, mobile, multifamily. You can uncheck things. We don't want pending showing. And so then all listings, my listings office, then you save it and that would go onto your site. Now there's a lot you can do with this, right? So you might do new to market or just listed homes. Let's take off your bill. Let's do new listings in the last 7 days. Now you're getting a row of listings listed in the last 7 days, okay? I do want to show you. So it does just kind of scroll here. I thought there was a place where you could click see more, but I'm not seeing that right now. But it just is a nice way to put a few extra listings in there. You could also do open houses. Now this, I don't know is that works that great. Yeah, so don't do open houses. So this is kind of strange. So the open house thing, you actually have to have added open houses onto your listings, which is a whole nother topic. And I might start doing that for the front of our office website. Is if you guys send me your open houses, I will feature the open houses in our office at the front of our website. So don't do that. Maybe price reduced homes, and you only have price reduced, right? Now you can also come in here and do location.
But Frankie, you only have the one option, right? You can't have the office listings, new construction.
Do both. Yeah, I think
okay.
Fiona.
So do they stack on top of each other or prioritize?
Yeah, you can move them around. You can stack them on top of each other. I'm trying to see. Fiona, I believe, has both.
Is there a limit to how many?
No.
Wow.
So, oh, I don't know why hers isn't working. I guess I gotta. That should be working. Oh, wait, maybe it was just coming up. There you go. So she has new construction, but then you can see this is her listing. So it's only showing her listing right now. And then there's new construction.
Okay.
So yes, if she probably just didn't check that box, so the other 6 show, but yeah, you can have as many as you want. However, I think it's also helpful to create another page where maybe it's all about new construction, right? And then maybe you go through different builders and you have a carousel of different builders. So I would maybe do a couple. I think the more listings though on the front of your page, the better, because really that's what we want them to do. They don't necessarily need to read through about me and account benefits. They might have hopefully read your bio, but after that, or watch a video, really we want them to start clicking on homes. So, and just a reminder for everyone, when people do start clicking on homes on your website, they will be prompted to log in. They will be prompted to put in their account and register. And one of the points when they register, they will be asked what agent they are working with. Okay. Hold on, we have 15 more minutes and my daughter has walked by about 6 times. So let me just tell her that you need to give me 15 minutes. Go into the office and ask for glue. They have some in there. Somehow on Monday last week, I missed the memo that today is a virtual learning day. So my kids are here. Anyway, oh, here we go. And I did miss one thing. So let's say you just did Helotes, Texas homes. Do you see right here, it says view more? Click that, always have that. And the reason being, I think Fiona has it. Yes, that is because if they're looking at these and they click view on map, it brings them to a map of all the new construction homes. So you'll want to add that there, okay? Oops. So that's a really great other feature. I'm gonna delete it from here. But if you guys just do a couple of those things, that will make your website a little nicer. I'm gonna exit out of here. A couple of quick things before I explain adding other pages. Under website, if you go under domain manager, if you guys have a domain, such as, I think Fiona's was like cells in San Antonio or something. I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Home Ron was Home Ron, almost like home run, but it's Home Ron. It's Ron Mersinger's, Robbie sells real estate, whatever that is. You can point that to this website. So if you guys need help doing that, let me know. But it essentially starts with going to website, domain manager, and when you add the domain, it has you put it in, and it gives you instructions for whether you have GoDaddy or another system to put in, and make sure that your website points there. If you need help, let me know. I can walk you through it, or it can do it for you if you know your GoDaddy login. Also, one other thing I want to mention on this front dashboard, your website is linked to an app. And I'd love to go through the app one day as well for your clients, as well as you have your Booge app, but that's a whole separate thing. But the app for your clients if they're searching on your website, they can see stuff on their computer, save it, and see it on their Remax app. Again, you want them to register for account, but one of the cool things you can do is come down to this mobile app branding, put in, here's my cell phone number, put in your cell phone number, and it will text them a link to add the app. And when they add the app, you will be the default person to begin. Okay, so if you text that to them, the other option is text this to yourself, and then you'll get the text, and you can actually copy and paste that text and text it to your clients. You know, maybe if you're sitting with them on a buyer meeting, text it to them and walk through and make sure they select you as their agent. They do have, and get them to sign up for an account, because that will really help. You know, then you can see April right here in the corner, she has 25 of these notifications. That's probably because someone is logging in and liking properties, saving properties. Maybe they're messaging and asking about a property, but even just seeing that they're favoriting things is great. Okay, so finally, over here you can see there's a total of 16 pages on April's website. We're going to go over that in a second, but I'm going to show you what these look like. There were some issues with these. Hopefully they're all fixed. So if they're not, please let me know if you can't see some of these pages. I don't remember if it was Jane or Stacy or Crystal or someone who we were seeing an issue. But anyway, I think it's been fixed. On your website, you see menu in this corner. Under here is buyer's guide. If I click, there's the buyer's guide. Mortgage considerations, there it is. Yes, these weren't working the other day. I'm hoping they work now. Under sell, home value estimates, which is really nice. And then there's some other things. There's a bunch of pages. These are all pre-made pages, okay? You can make custom ones, but I'm going to tell you where to add some pre-made ones first. So we're going to come in here. Under website, there is a section called pages. To me, the pages is the easiest way to go in and create new pages. If you just want to add existing ones, I'm going to ask you to go to navigation. And here is your active navigation on this side over here. What that means is these are the pages that already exist, okay? And so if you don't like them, maybe you go onto your mortgage considerations and you don't like that page, you can actually click and drag it away. Or if you do like it, but you want to add something different on it, you can click edit. You can already edit this pre-made page. Maybe you want to, not sure why there's a, I probably was editing this one day. Maybe there is a section you want to, maybe down at the bottom here, you want to do a quick slideshow of different mortgage. Maybe you have 3 different mortgage lenders and you can put in their contact information. You could add that block just like we did on the front page, put in a slideshow of different people to click on and contact. You go back. These are the ones on under sell. Now, if you guys don't have one of these under here, or maybe you don't want one of them under here, so maybe she doesn't have relocation information. You can, first off, you can preview it, you can edit it, but you can also click and drag it. If it is out here, if it is out here, you can see kind of how the gray is lined up with the word sell. If it's out there, it means that on the menu, it will be a dark button like buy or sell. Whoops. However, if we click and drag it and you see it's now under mobile app, it will be listed under mobile app, okay? If we can move it around. So that's how to add in those pre-done pages, and they're pretty nice. So, you know, check out those pages. You might just want to add a pre-done one. Now, if you want to do a custom page, that is where we're gonna go into pages. This right here, the menu item, this would be like if I did, maybe I want custom relocation. Save, hold on. So I have relocation. That would make it a dark button on the bottom, and I can come down and put this under that. It's just a different way to, and now I'm not sure how quickly this is gonna update. Probably not immediately. Let's see. There it is. Under relocation, I made the relocation button. So if you have a whole nother section you want to do, you can do that pretty easily. I'm going to drag that back over. I don't want to use those. Whoops. Continue. Okay. Now, if I want to do a custom page, in the last 5 minutes here, I'm going to explain that. We're going to go to website pages. These right here are all templates already. Don't mess up the buyer's guide. That's already there. But what you can do in here is add a page and either create a new page or create from template. Okay. These are all different templates. Some are searches, some are abouts, etc. Just going to go back. I'm going to add a page and do create a new page. And maybe my page, as I said, is about new construction. Buying new construction homes in San Antonio, Texas. Now I want you to know this is the page name. This, when someone searches for something, you know how there's a description of the page? This will show up on a search. So you can put something like, you know, fill that up a little. The first few sentences will be seen on Google. Okay, save. So now I'm adding a page. You have to start with an image at the top. I'm just going to choose. Maybe I decide that looks nice for my new construction home. Now the title is going to go in there. New. Oh my gosh. Buying new construction. And you can see this is already, I'm not on cold medicine or anything still. And then I'm going to save. I don't know. Oh, I see. I don't know why that one created that. I might have to do this over because it's thinking there's two, which is very strange. That might be a glitch in their system. New homes. Okay, so that's where it would go in. It's very simple. You see, you just pick a photo, you put it in, and now I'm actually able to, and that should, oh, why is it not showing up? I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but we'll figure that out. Now I could add a block, do that save search, add my new construction search in, right? And then like edit with that, like we did earlier. Now I can add a block, maybe do an image gallery and have the image gallery D.R. Horton. Or wait, yeah, D.R. Horton. And then maybe a description of D.R. Horton, a picture of their logo and so on. And I just go ahead and add some new construction people that I'm working with. Great company, I don't know. This is why you would buy. Here's some of their builds. And you would just go through and add them. And so maybe at the bottom, you add a contact form. Maybe you include a paragraph in the middle of here with a really good question, which is, why work with an agent when buying new construction? And that would be as easy as doing a text box right here. Why work with an agent when buying new homes? And then maybe you bullet point those benefits. You know, we'll walk you through the inspection, and now you can move that up, and you with those simple steps, you just built a whole page on new construction. You could do this for Helotis, and you could do an info on Helotis, do featured listings on Helotis, maybe have some homes you sold in Helotis, and then contact me about buying or selling in Helotis. So this is really great because I know some of you, I know Kathy, you know what I'm talking about. We had the capability to really customize our websites about 5 years ago. That capability was taken away from us, and now we're giving it back. So could you just come in to your website, do the front page, start sending it out and using it? And is it fully, you know, productive for you and will be great for you? Yes, and you still look good. But if you want to go a little bit more into, maybe you do a page on condos. You can even do featured condos in San Antonio. You're the condo queen or something. You could create these other pages if you want to. I am very willing to sit down and help you create pages. The things that I need to do that though is mostly the content. I don't want to come up with content from scratch all the time because I don't always have the time to do all of it. But if you have an idea of, maybe you're telling me why you want to work with an agent for new homes, type out some bullet points. It doesn't have to be exact. I can play with the words. Maybe you want to do a page on Helotis. Give me some Helotis facts, why people should buy there. Give me some specific communities maybe you want to feature on your page. And I can help work with you on at least one page. And then as time goes on, maybe build out more pages. But this website will begin to develop to the point that on the front page, you'll be able, and we can do this now, it's just a little bit trickier, but on the front page, you might have a button that says Helotis and someone can click on it. A button that says Bandera, you can click on it. A button that says 78249, and you can click on it and go to these pages. It's just a lot more work. So, and that's fine, we can do it. But I just want to give you some ideas of things you can do. Come to me, make an appointment with me, and it should only take us an hour. If you know what you want on a custom page, it should take us an hour or less to really build out one custom page for you. As long as you have the content. If you want specific photos on there, bring me the specific photos. If you, let me just think, and please have your remax.net login. And that will make it a lot easier as well. Okay, so if anyone doesn't, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm gonna finish up here. Any questions? Now, they did say eventually, and it's not an option yet, and I was really excited about it, but they did say eventually I'll be able to, I will be able to actually create a page and then say, all right, anyone in the office can use this page. So if I make a new construction page, you'll be able to add it to your website without having to make a custom one. That function is not available yet, but it's coming. But that is a very big overview, I know, of the website. So again, if you have some ideas, Brianna, if you want to do a page on investment properties or investing, or, you know, if Norma, you want to do a page on Universal City or, you know, a specific area over there, we can create those. So just let me know and be in touch. Do you guys have any other questions or anything before I go?
Thank you, Frankie.
Brains are spinning, I'm sure. So, okay, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody.
One more thing, Frankie. I didn't catch the first half of the class.
I recorded the whole thing. Yes.
Oh, thank God. Awesome. You're the best.
Save to my computer and I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll put it on our group.
Yes, ma'am. You got it.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.